What does it mean to be committed? This is Coach Josh here from Training for Warriors Portland, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the word commitment. And according to a book I read, the dictionary, commitment is being dedicated to a cause. That's one definition. And the second definition was having an obligation which restricts freedom, i.e., I'm already committed, I can't do that. I'm committed elsewhere. My resources are already spent. I've already promised them to something else or to somebody else. And I think that's pretty illustrative of the idea that commitment ought to have and how important it is when, as a sense to your success. Because a lot of folks, you might be one of them, say things to each other like, I like to have my flexibility, I want to keep my options open, I don't want to not be able to backtrack and pick a different route or choose something else. I like things to be a little play it by ear, which it sounds great on the surface, right? More options. What's not to like? And if you're a discerning person, you already might be thinking about some recent TED Talks that come up on the dangerous things that happen when you have too many choices and how hard it is to make a satisfactory decision. But let's continue down this rabbit hole. What you are really saying is that it is more important for me to have many choices than it is for me to have the most important thing, which is either your health or your close personal relationships, your family, your finances. It's important. If it's important enough to be committed to. And part of commitment is eliminating choices. It's eliminating your options. It's taking away some freedom that you might have had otherwise. And this is critical to your success because, let's say you're committed to your health. For instance, what will happen is when you start down the path of wellness, you start exercising, you start training, you start watching what you eat, you start being careful about how much sleep you get. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities to get off the path. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities. In fact, it's just going to be uncomfortable just doing that stuff by itself. In a vacuum, you're just going to be a little bit more tired than you might normally be for a while. You're not used to getting up early. You're not used to go to bed. There's all kinds of, there's friction that occurs when you take on something new. But if you're committed, if you have it in your mind that you don't have any other option but to be in shape, then that back door, that way out, it won't even come up. You'll be looking for a way forward instead. And that's the value of commitment. It turns on your creative juices. It frees up more resources. In fact, people in your environment, once you are committed, they're going to be more committed to helping you because there's nothing that feels better for somebody else than to help somebody get what they really want. So you'll be getting tips and tricks. People will be going out of their way to give you ideas and help you problem solve and troubleshoot your way to your true objective. And all it costs you is some options that, if you're committed to the most important thing, that weren't that important in the first place. If health's number one, then you might not need to work 16 hours a week. In fact, you're going to protect your time. You're going to protect your sleep. You're going to protect your self-care in a way that elevates your health, eliminates some options that weren't serving you anyway, and, ironically, you'll be able to do a better job at work because you're so present, so focused, so committed to your health that you're doing better work, you're a better friend, a better parent. All those things happen when you invest in your health. So, think about what it's really costing you to keep your options open. It's Coach Josh, Training for Warriors, committed to helping you bring out the warrior within.